Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another special stream. Very, very special stream. How are you doing today? I am so excited about our plans for today. Hello, hello. Hey, bombers! Sasti Koala is here. Manti Buckle, welcome in. Gecko, oh, good to see you. Good to see you. Lair, Aban. I see we already have some redemption. Oh, I should disable some of the ones that aren't relevant right now. Mm. I think that's it. Cool, cool. We are here in our special Minecraft book stream, and I've seen people are worried about the books despawning, but don't you worry. We have many books, so we will not run out of book. Don't you worry. It's not very stable, but we have many books we can choose to go over today. Obviously, we won't get to all of them because that would take a week, maybe. I don't know how long it would take to read all of them. Probably more than a week. But we'll definitely check some of the coolest parts out. That's gonna be really fun, hopefully. But let's do a few redemptions. Bone, thank you for the hydrate or the. Oh, I'm gonna put the book to the side. I don't want the books to get wet. That's very important. I'm gonna do this. I'll put it over here, and I'll take my tall glass of water. Bone, thank you for the hydrate or die. I'm gonna take a sip from my tall glass of water. Agent says wet books equals sad books. That's very true, Agent. Thank you, Bone. I hope, Bone, you have a nice little drink next to you as well. It's important to stay hydrated. And Stellar Star as well. Thank you for the hydrate or die. Another drink. Thank you. You can see my shadow when I take a sip, so you know I'm not lying about that. That's good. That's good. Awesome. Awesome. Glass of apple vine. Oh, that's nice, Bone. That's very nice. Very nice. So how is everyone doing today? Are you excited for reading some Minecraft books? I know I am. I've had a bunch of these books for a while and I didn't get a chance to check them out even. I think this one I perused a bit. It's so beautiful. There's so many cool things to see here. But I don't think I didn't like go into in depth on any of it. I just looked at the pretty pictures pretty much. So it'll be interesting to see what there is here. And we're gonna check out like some of the like instructional books. Like let's see how good the guides are. And then I think I want to dive into one of the novels, like the books that have plot. And maybe we'll do a poll to see which ones you want to hear. And then Papa Ulraf is going to read you all a bedtime story from Minecraft. Hey, Xylophane, hello. How are you doing? Are you here for your bedtime story? Chat, I don't know if you know, but I read Xylophane a bedtime story every night. He can't sleep if I don't do that. Xylophane says I bought a Roomba. That's useful. That's useful. Oh, you're here to tell me you have a Roomba. Okay. Oh, right. We talked about a Roomba a while ago. That's true. Yeah, tell us how it is. Maybe we want to buy one as well because I'm very lazy and I don't like vacuuming. It's so loud I can't hear any stories. Oh, how will you sleep though? How will you sleep without my stories, Cellophane? Mm-mm. Yeah, Real Big Snooze says Ulraf reads every piece of Minecraft literature the stream. That's not. That's definitely not gonna happen. I saw Cora as well. Welcome in, Cora. Good to see you again. We need to catch a game sometimes, play together. Calm is here. Calm says these books are already reminding me of why book and quills are my favorite Minecraft feature. I mean, I love that feature as well. I really like book and quill. Xylophone says it's adorable. Bunny would love one, I bet. Uh-huh. We named it Ruben. I wouldn't name it Ruben. We played story mode and yeah, Ruben brings up some sad memories. So I really wanted to start with this one because it's so beautiful. And so what it is, this is Minecraft Maps, an explorer guide to Minecraft. So this is actually a guide as well, right? Uh, Ruben the Roomba, exactly. Oh yeah, Snake, exactly. I was trying not to say it in case it's spoilers for someone, but yeah, it's been a while. This is so pretty. Siliphan, did you get one of these books? I grabbed it from the office. I mean, grabbed is a harsh term. I borrowed it. You know, I borrowed it. I'm sure no one will miss it. It was just so beautiful. I had to take one. Look at the book. It's so like it's hard to describe, but the pages are like they have like this quality feel, like expensive feel. I don't know how to say it, but I love it. It feels so good. What is that? Is that like ice spike biome? No, it seems like a structure, right? I wonder. I think this came up before dungeons, right? So this should be only vanilla. Are you ready for an epic adventure? Explore the mysterious world of Minecraft through beautiful hand-drawn maps of each biome. Hand-drawn, that's cool. Um, in your hands is the life's work of an explorer who set out. When I do that, you can't read. So maybe I'll do it like this. Um, life's work of an explorer who set out on an epic quest to find Minecraft's most valuable loot. With maps of each overworld biome and the terrifying nether and end dimensions, it charts every amazing structure you'll find, the dangerous creatures you'll encounter, and the priceless treasures you'll uncover. Really interesting. Yeah, so I'm not sure what right off the bat they're throwing as a curveball. I don't know what this says. It's pretty, but I honestly, how do I make you guys see it well? Oh, I have a second camera for that if we want to use it. Where's my mouse? Like this? You get a beautiful shot of an axolotl in a bucket. Beautiful. And we can do this. I don't know if. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know. The lighting seems better on the second camera for some reason. The equipment is all over the place, guys. Hashtag pro streamer. Uh, you should read the credits of the book. Who wrote it? Okay, we sure will do that. Pro streamer indeed. Yeah, I'm trying to do what I can to have this like have a good yeah, but I'm using webcams here, and they're not the best at everything. They're pretty good. Just watch the bucket. Turn it off. Cool. So you wanted to read this credits. Oh, that's extremely small. I don't know if I can read that even. I have glasses, but it's still. I think I need a bigger number on my glasses. Online safety for younger fans. I don't see credits. Oh, illustrated by Mahendra Singh, Singh. God damn it, names in English. Written by Stephanie Milton and illustrated by Mahendra Singh. Oh, and some of the pages are illustrated by Mahanda and some are by Swamp Baron. One of these names is not like the other. Like Swamp Baron sounds like a internet nick, right? And not an actual name. Interesting. Okay. So again, this as well, is it like a reimagining of a witch hut maybe? Sort of, it feels swampy because it has the vines. Hmm. Yeah, maybe it's like maybe they're doing reimagining of some of the structures. That's actually interesting. This seems like an ice castle, right? It seems like a Elsa castle or something. It seems like ice spikes, but in a castle shape. Like it's definitely a structure, right? There's an entrance, there's caps, there's like windows. Interesting. Okay, and we have like just a bunch of biomes, and at the end we have the Nether and the end, which is interesting because this came out before the Nether update, so we'll see how that looks. Agent says, "My name is Swamp Baron." Oh, really? I did not mean to offend. Okay, Mr. Baron. That's not how we spelled it. It's literally Baron, like Swamp Baraon, and that's in one word. So Swamp Baron is his first name, and he doesn't have a last name. If that's what you're saying, Agent. Adventure achievements. That's interesting. What is that? We need to get to that. Introduction. When I first discovered the mysterious world of Minecraft, I set myself an ambitious goal to visit every biome in existence. I trekked across the vast and colorful overworld, ventured deep into the fiery nether, and eventually found my way to the barren islands of the End Dimension. This book is the result of my epic journey. Upon discovering each wondrous biome, I created a highly detailed map of what I saw and supplemented each map with observational notes and sketches. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a loot seeker, aren't we all? I live for the moments when I discover rare treasures in new and unexpected places. I've never enjoyed combat, however, and I've never enjoyed combat, however, and I'm always looking for cunning ways to evade dangerous mobs while out exploring. Interesting. Let me just lower the volume of the music just a bit. I think that's a bit better. I need, we'll use this book as a way to stop the book from closing. Loopsman, thank you for the hydrate or die. I'm gonna take a sip from my tall glass of water. Be careful on the book. Okay, I need to be really careful about the book. Thank you for the hydrate or die, Loopsman. Loop's mine, maybe. Sirius, hello, welcome in, Sirius. Sirius subscribing for 5 months, and he says story time. Yeah, that's why we're here today. We are in a very special story stream. We're reading this Minecraft Maps book, which seems very beautiful. How are you doing, Sirius? I missed you. I haven't seen you in a while. Are you feeling okay? Thank you so much for the support, man. You're awesome. Um. Okay. He calls himself the Looter. That's interesting. A few notes. Before we begin, there are a few terms. We're not going to read through the entire book, but just the beginning of it, I want to go over it. Sirius says, sure, I'm fine. Good. Happy to hear that, man. That's awesome of you to be here. Before we begin, there are a few terms that need to be defined, as well as understanding what a biome is. There are some other characteristics to familiarize. English is not my first language, guys. I don't know why I thought reading stream is a good idea, but we'll power through. Familiarize yourself with. You'll see notes on these characteristics as we explore each biome. Okay, so we have biomes, biome categories. Really, biomes are classified into one of 5 categories: snowy, cold, medium/lush, dry/warm, and aquatic. Interesting. Temperature, precipitation, which is like how much water there is, right? Like rain and snow. Altitude, and variants. Most major biomes have at least one variant, a rarer type of that biome with slightly different features. The flower first, for example, of course, we know this. We are all pro Minecrafters. We know all this. Um, yeah, okay. So the first one we see here is a Badlands. That's cool. There's a bunch of Endermans walking around for some reason. We have creepers, zombies, spiders, skeletons. Okay, that's super beautiful. I really like the sort of like the style is so, I don't know how to explain it. Like dirty? I don't know how to say that. Like rough, right? I really like it. I think it's really cool. It's interesting that it's more than one artist, right? Like it means that the different artists were able to collaborate and sort of reach the same style. That's pretty cool. It can't be easy. What the hell is that? What? There's so many weird things here. Okay. So Badlands, it seems like they have a village here. There's no villagers in Badlands, right? I'm not wrong about that, right? I think there's no villages in Badlands. That's interesting. It's sort of imagining it with a couple types of wood and a bunch of buttons on everything, and sort of like a guard tower, maybe. It's pretty cool. Yeah, for some reason there's a bunch of Endermen. Oh, and yeah, there's like notes of things you can find here. Gold ore, because you have increased gold ore there. Dead bushes, the lake cactus, cave spiders, abandoned mine shaft. You know, I saw a video. Orange says, "What is Badlands?" Badlands is the mesa, basically. It's the mesa biome. That's what it's called. It's a biome that has a lot of terracotta in it, and red sand and dead bushes. It's sort of like deserty, um, but different. I'm not sure how it is in real life. Um, only if they spawn in a nearby desert. Yeah, well, yeah, a village can spawn in a different biome and then cross over, but there's no Badlands villages. A bomber says, I'm pretty sure the pics were drawn by one artist and the builds were made by another. Oh, you mean someone built these things and then the artist drew them? It's pretty cool. Agent says the art style reminds me of Minecraft dungeons. Does it? Mm, maybe like the shape of things, but if you look closely, it's kind of hard to show. But that's why we have. Boom. If you look closely, for example, at this creeper, um, you see there's like black stripes going around every sort of block. It gives it like a rough, grungy feel. Dungeons feels actually very smooth to me, actually. Like, I don't know, it feels a bit more cartoony. So I don't know if this feels dungeony to me. But yeah, like the shape of things, right? The shape of the buildings, the shape of the mobs, that feels more dungeony. it's hard to make out details. It looks cartoony on stream. Yeah. From afar, it looks just cartoony because the shape is very cartoony. I agree with that. I think it's sort of a render, not a drawing. No, it said the hand drawn at the beginning. It's hand drawn, everything here. Let's see. And now we go into detail on each one of the things we saw before. Like we have the terracottas, the colored terracottas. We have food sources. In the absence of passive mobs to provide meat, there weren't many sources of food here, except the occasional cluster of sugar canes growing near water. Unfortunately, Fortunately, I also found bread, melon seed, pumpkin seeds, and beetroot seeds in a loot chest in the mine shaft. Aha. Okay. Yeah, we see the abandoned mine shafts. He's not talking about this, right? No. Oh, he's saying this is not a village. This is like an abandoned outpost. Like it connects to the mine shaft or something. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool concept. I can see that, right? You see rails everywhere. That's a really cool idea. I wonder if that was an idea at some point and it got to the book, but it didn't get to the game yet. Some artists are simply incredible. That is very true, Calm. I agree. Otakura says, "What did I just stumble upon? A non-secret stream on Tuesday? Oh my god!" Yes, we are in a special stream. It's also special. We're doing the second community challenge that we redeemed way too long ago. The book stream, the Minecraft book stream. And we're going over our Minecraft book collection and looking at the awesome books we have. And then at the end, you guys are gonna choose from a poll one of 3 books, and I'm gonna read you a bedtime story. This is the Dark Forest. Yeah, we have, of course, the Woodland Mansion here. Witches, for some reason. Like, witches don't spawn in Woodland Mansion, do they? I don't think so. Special. Is it special or special? That's what you're asking? I'm good, Atakura. I'm good. I hope you're doing good. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is good. I heard you had a bit of a stressful time. I'm hoping it's better now. And we have another structure here. This almost looks like a bastion to me. Right, Cha? What do you guys think? How do I... The camera is like flipped, so it doesn't make sense to do what I'm doing. It seems like almost like a bastion. It's built from dark blocks. It has like spikes and like floors. It's interesting. Dark oak tree, vexes. Yeah. Which can spawn in darkness, no? Yeah, they can spawn generally in darkness as well. Just rarely. True. Okay. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and here we see more about the evokers, vindicators. And what's this? Wizard Tower. Ah, Wizard Tower build. The Dark Forest biome felt like an ideal spot for a Dark Wizard's Tower build. I sealed myself inside to craft new equipment before moving on to my next location. I added jagged design to the top of the turret. Okay, so this is like a build by the explorer. That's cool. I like that. I hope it goes up, Otakuro. Was that the intended structure for the illusioner, maybe? I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. It says it's just a build that the explorers built. Maybe that's part of it, so they're adding like nice structures. I mean, here in Badlands. Ah, there it is. I was looking for it. Gold Rush Station build. Yeah, he's saying he built this. I found such vast quantities of gold ore in the Badlands that I had to build somewhere to store it all. I looted dark oak planks from the mine shaft and constructed a gold rush station in the surface. That's really cool. Yeah, so they add. I like that, right? Because Minecraft is not about walking around and seeing things. Like, it's about seeing them and sort of getting inspired and building something of your own. So they put in some, like, build ideas they got. I like that. That's really cool. Yeah, so here we have, like, a pyramid build, right? We have the desert temple, we have desert village, and we have, like, a pyramid build that the explorer built, basically. That's pretty cool. He's a pretty good builder. Ah, yeah, Boomer. I agree. I agree. Looks pretty cool. Again, we have witches, Enderman. We have fossils, which is pretty cool. Bats is beautiful. Hope you guys can see it in the camera. I know it's a bit blurry. I hope it's well enough to have fun with it. Hey, Skill, welcome in. Calm says, Ulraf, you're a lucky charm for ancient debris. Really? I got a stack of ancient debris in this stream alone. Amazing. Don't let everyone know though. We put a special rule that if you watch my stream, you get more debris. Put a special piece of the code, but don't tell anyone, because then everyone would come watch. Fossils. A few blocks below the surface, I found a large fossil. It's rumored that fossils are the remains of ancient creatures long gone from the overworld, and they appear to be made from bone blocks. Very cool. Okay, forest. We have a dungeon here with some bats, rabbits in the flower parts of the forest. Just a random apple on the ground. Oh, and he has like a wooden cabin built. Brown mushrooms. This is just so beautiful. Calm says, if Twitch equals open and stream equals Ulraf, then spawn ancient debris. Something like that. You know, you need to be stealthy so people don't notice it right away, right? But yeah, something like that. Kolb says, should the old structures be updated? I mean, they look so old and simple. Like the Desert Temple is 8 years old now. I don't know if they should. I kind of like that they're simple. I think Minecraft is not only about like super high detailed stuff. I think the villages, for example, they're fairly new, but they are pretty simple as well, and I really like them. Dungeons maybe should be tweaked. I think they're too simple, right? But desert temples, I kind of like them. Um, yeah, abandoned mine shafts, they're okay. Jungle. Just random bats flying around. Sometimes I feel like they didn't have enough things to put in, maybe. So they just fill it in. Flowers. Enderman holding a block. Oh, this is something I always wanted to build and I've never done it. So we have the series we started on Sundays. Where sorry, wait, I need to cough. Damn. Oh well. Um the series we started on Sundays, the Explorer Panda Infinite, right? Where the goal is to try to do as many things in Minecraft that we've never done before. Thank you, Vani. Thank you for the hydrate or die. I definitely need a sip of water, so thanks. Hi. Thank you for the hydrate or die, Stevani. Anyway, so that's the point. The point is to try to build as many things that I've never done before, and I really like that, playing like that. Building a village that is high up on jungle trees, that's something I always wanted to do. Actually have connecting walkways so villagers can still get from everywhere to everywhere, maybe even get down to the ground. I really want to do that at some point. So he built that here. That's really pretty. I like that. We have the jungle temple here as well. Kolb says, unpopular opinion, till this day, I think that Stronghold is the best structure in the game. I think Stronghold is a very good structure. I think that's a great example of how you can do a lot with very little. There's not a million types of rooms, and each room is fairly simple, but it feels really good, I think. So I agree. I like it as well. Oh. Odagar says, time for you to grab you some shears and harvest some jungle leaves to fit the base in the tree chops. Yes. I mean, yeah. It's definitely a big project, right? You need to get the trees aligned in a certain way, and you need to. Yeah, I think it's really easy to make it look very barren and very not supported and floaty, and I don't like that. I think I would wanna like base a lot of the structures and platforms on, like, you see here, there's like you know how jungle trees are getting like branching off. So on this big branch, you can like fit a platform or a house, and then it feels really supported. And if you don't have one, you can add more branches like manually. It's a really cool build idea. Agent says Stronghold is really old, but it's still cool. Yeah, I agree. Kolb says I also would love to build it. Let's build it together, Kolb. We can do it. TSM Skill says, would you ever consider doing naturally spawned jungle villagers, like treehouse villagers? I think it would add a really awesome adventure aspect to the jungle. I don't know. I think I love that. I would want that for sure, but that sounds really hard to do. Sounds pretty hard to do. Because the thing is that in a normal village, if the paths don't connect, it's not a big deal, right? You have like path blocks, and sometimes they're like getting cut off, and sometimes it goes up a sheer cliff and stuff like that. But here, whenever they don't connect, that house is disconnected from everything else, and that's not the worst thing. Even in current villagers, sometimes you find a villager that is stuck on the side of a cliff or something and can't move. That happens, and that's fine. It's just I don't know. You don't want it to feel completely broken. So you want most of the time the paths should actually connect between houses, so villagers can move between houses. And I feel like that might be hard. I do think it's cool though. I would try that. You must also make the villagers stupidity proof. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I mean, the villagers are charming. They're they're not stupid. They're quirky. That they're I don't know. They're magical. That's how we called the village last time on the last hardcore world. Tom says my earliest builds in Minecraft include tree houses. Yeah, me as well. That's one of my favorite things to build. I don't do it enough though. It's really hard to do. Well, it's hard to do well. Agent says, I think a lot of us have made tree houses. I made a bunch too. Yeah, so about that, I figured out something recently that I feel like almost everyone builds in Minecraft, but I've never built in Minecraft. And I really want to fix that. That is a castle. I have never built a castle style build, which is crazy. It's Minecraft, right? Mort, welcome in. Hey Mort, how are you doing? Didn't know you're sneaking in my chat. Welcome, man. You say I have never built a castle too. Oh my God, this was meant to be, Mort. You and me, we are going to do a castle build together. What do you say, Mort? Just you and me. Bu- 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 Shakes hands. Shake hands like that. Okay. I thought you were like, why are you being sneaky? I just offered to build this castle together when you're shake. Yeah. Let's do it. It'll be awesome. Noise. Do, 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 do. I love jungles in general. It's kind of sad to me that they're so bad for performance because I don't want people to avoid going there, right? And I think it's such a beautiful biome. I really like it. Treehouse village build that it is. It has ocelots and parrots as well, which are cool. Here's a favorite biome of many people, mountains, right? Everyone loves mountains exactly how they are. No one wants to change anything about my mountains. Hey, Fat. Oh my God. That's your name though. I'm sorry. Hey, Low. Let's go. Let's say Low. Hey, Low. Welcome in. Snake Power agrees with me. Mountains, heart, yeah. Mort says a few cliffs and they will be A plus. Okay. Well, I have something to tell you, Mort. Then. You might have fun in the coming update then. Silverfish, right? Mountains. Mountains have silverfish. Monster egg? What? What is that? Why is there? Mm, Strongholds are here for some reason. Oh, what is that? That looks really cool. That's like a mountainside build, but it almost feels like Greek. I don't know why, like with pillars and stuff. Looks really cool. I like that. That is something I did do. I did build like a cliffside thing with like a big window all around the side of the cliff. That was awesome. PogChamp Lover, thank you for the hydrate or die. I need a sip of water. That's good. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna take a sip from my tall glass of water. Thank you, thank you. Hope you guys have a nice little drink next to you as well. Very important to drink when you're reading. Lo says, Ulraf, do you mind if people ask questions or give suggestions about the new update in your streams? No, you can do that. You can do that. I don't promise I'll be able to answer the questions, but you can feel free. Sometimes, if I see like a really long suggestion and I'm in the middle of something, I won't necessarily read it out because sometimes we're doing something fun. But you can always try, and if I don't answer, then maybe we'll try next stream. Monster egg. I knew something wasn't right when the stone block I was mining took longer than usual to break. This was the only clue that all was not as it seemed. The block in question was, in fact, a monster egg block with a silverfish inside. Is that how the block is called? Monster egg? No, it doesn't have egg in the name. Or maybe it does? Maybe it does. I don't remember. They are called that? Really? I forgot it had. Why would it have eggs? Like maybe there's eggs in the block and that's why when you break it they spawn? Maybe. Maybe. Right? Llamas are in mountains as well. And there is the beautiful cliffside house build. Yes. A multi-level build seemed ideal for this cliff face. I made use of different types of stone to add variety. Really pretty. Really, really cool. Mushroom fields. Oh, what did you do here? I built like a mushroom house? Is that what it is? That's pretty cute. And he has like a farm, like a garden with all the mushrooms. Oh, it's super small. I don't know if you guys can see. No, you can't. Let's whip out the second camera. Oh, there it is. Look at that cute little mushroom garden. That is so cute. And he has like a small. I think it's supposed to be like a mushroom house. I don't know. I'm not sure. Can we make it a bit more focused, maybe? Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's definitely better. That's really cool. He has like a greenhouse, I think. That's pretty cool. I like that. Isn't it called infested? Yeah, I think it's called infested blocks, right? It used to be called that. Ah, really? Really? Silver Winds redeeming Axolotl. You want to listen to some Axolotl? Let's do that. What is that? Phone, be quiet. No, phone, be quiet. Why are you doing this to me, phone? Sorry. Axolotl. Let's listen to some Axolotl. Axolotl. OST. Oh, damn. Is it playing? It's a bit soft, but it will pick up in a second. There we go. Thank you for the disc up, Silver Ends. Not technically a disc, but still good Minecraft music. Mort says, I have a hard time seeing it, but is it all hand drawn or is it screenshots? It's all hand drawn. It's really beautiful. I'll try to show it a bit with this camera. Such beautiful art. They really have like a rough, maybe you know a better word for that. I was trying to say it before. They have like sort of a rough style, rough art style. You see, like they have these lines going through everything. Sort of gives it like a rugged, right, style. I really like. Really, really cool. Sketchier, maybe. Maybe like sketchier, grainy. Yeah. Looks like everything is made from mushroom stem block. Sort of. Something like that. Cross hatching? I don't know that word. Copero says, is this a new book? I don't recognize it. No, it's Minecraft. Well, I don't know how new it is actually. Maybe it is new. When was it published? Published. Blah, 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 blah. You don't see a date published. I don't know. I don't know how new it is. I got it this year. Maybe it's new. Cross hatching is that art technique. Oh, okay, good, good. Line hatching. Okay. Cool. Mushroom village build. Okay, yeah, it has like these joined houses and mushroom houses and sort of like gardens. That's really cool. During this period, I created a simple life for myself alongside the gentle mushrooms. This village became my refuge for those times when I needed a break from the perils of other mob-infested biomes. That's so cool. I hollowed out some huge red mushrooms and turned them into small buildings. That's so cool. I've seen many people do that, and I love that. That's such a cool way to build. Necessary Taco says, do you know when we'll find out if 116 worlds will be playable in 117? I can't say anything about that question right now. Sorry, Necessary Taco. Maxi, welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you. That is not what this is, Dimitri. For sure, that is not what it is. Ocean. We have ocean ruins. We have the ocean monument. We have polar bears. Coral reefs. Oh, that's nice. And a shipwreck inside it. Super cool. Sunken treasure. Oh, I played Sea of Thieves recently. I had so much fun. Such a good game. Oh, why is the camera still on? Oh, my bad. I had so much fun. Silver Wins, thank you for the disc up. We listened to Axolotl and it was fun. And Dimitri, thank you for the Hydrate or Die. I'll take another sip from my tall. It's almost done, the tall glass of water. Look at that. Not a lot left. Thank you, Dimitri. Hope everyone here have a nice little drink as well. It's important to stay hydrated. Glass of water refill, yes. I mean, we built it in our world already. You saw it. Uh, cool. And he built like a monument, maybe? What the hell is that build? Ocean monument. Yeah, ocean base build. That's not a very imaginative name, but it's really interesting build. Yeah, so it has like a door here, and here it seems like you can swim in it. It's like an open area you can swim in. Pretty cool. It seems like he used maybe red sand? Not sure what the orange color is, but it's cool. How does everyone feel about drowns dropping copper? What do you guys think about that? I personally kind of like that change. It was a good idea. Plains. We have ravine going through this plane as well. That's cool. The lava seems so weird with this texture. Someone should make a texture pack of this. That would be interesting to play. Like this line hatching thing. Lava pool. Zombie villager. Oh, that's cool. What's the build here? This one? Maybe. Yeah, I guess that's the build. Yeah, it's a nice little house. It has like crops next to it. There is no bridge here, I notice. You need to build your bridges, man. Very important. It also, Com says I love it. Yeah. Bomber says it also means copper farm. That's true. Awesome change. Every item should be renewable. I'm not sure about that. But okay. Rehop says, is copper going to have more uses in the future? That's always possible. We'll have to see. Mm, very, very cool. Zombie villagers. I witnessed a zombie attack on the village firsthand, and it was horrifying to watch. I did my best to help, but there were too many zombies, and despite my efforts, several villagers became infected. I am currently looking into a cure for this dreadful affliction. It's nice of him to protect the villagers like that, trying to heal them. Farmhouse build, yeah. Yeah, the builds here are pretty cool. Ah, we have a lot more. Let's try to speed it up a bit. This is the savannah. We have a village again. And we have, oh, this looks like a horse stables. That's pretty cool. Is it? Horse stable build, nail it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, it has like little stalls. Kind of hard to see, but it has like little stalls for the horses. Ah, there is the structure we saw at the beginning, the sort of ice castle. Yeah, it seemed overly detailed for Minecraft, a bit. But as a player build, that's awesome, right? That's really really cool. That's a really nice build. We have the igloos here with the little thing hidden in the bottom, the dungeon hidden. What just happened? Okay. Agent, thank you for the hydrate or die. I'll take a sip. I really, my throat is weird today. That's another hydrate or die from Agent. Thank you, thank you. And finishing up the glass, Dimitri, thank you for the hydrate or die. That's done. So we're gonna refill it. Not next to the book. Let's be careful. Wait, all of these I did. Okay, there's more coming in. I mean, guys, I'm hydrated. It's okay. It's really fine. Oh. What? Cora? Oh my god, thank you so much for subscribing. That is so sweet of you. For 3 months in advance. From right now, you know that you're gonna like me in 3 months? That's crazy, Cora. That's crazy. Thank you so much. I don't know if you know that, but we have a cool thing where people who subscribe, we build their face on our, we call it the Pandathion. Where's that thing? So if you want your Minecraft skin face thing built in like our thank you wall in Minecraft, then tell me your Minecraft IGN or in-game name, so I can add you there. The portals. Thank you so much. I saved your name, and tell me if you want your face over there. This took way longer than I expected. Oh, it's hard to subscribe. I don't. Sorry for that. Thank you so much for the support. That's so sweet of you, Cora. Water stream when? What are you talking about? What? 24-hour stream just drinking what? Oh my god, no. No, 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 no. No. Versus PayPal wouldn't load it. Okay, okay. Sorry for that. Thank you so much. Will 117 be out by 3 months? No, probably not. I don't know. I'm not. We don't have a date yet, but probably not. Probably not. So Cora, let me know if you want me to build your. I don't know. Do you have a Minecraft skin? Well, so if you do, give me your name and I'll find it and build the skin. Maxi, thank you for the hydrate or die. We'll take another sip. Okay, thank you. And another one for necessary tackle. Thank you for the hydrate or die. Take a sip from my tall glass of water. Oh my god, and HomePod as well. Thank you for the hydrate or die. Thank you. Guys, you're killing me. Okay. Getting drowned. Yeah, I'm going to be drowned. Cora says, this was my first time ever subscribing to someone, so he doesn't. Oh my, that is. What? For me? that is. That's so sweet, Cora. That's really. Wow. It's a good thing we don't have a face cam, guys. It's good because you will see how often the stream I blush. You guys are amazing, but it's good we don't have that. Um, yeah, cool. Send me an image on Discord, Cora. Cool. Cool. We have a swamp. Let's see if I was correct. Is this a witch build? This is a witch build. I did feel that it was a swamp build, and that's true. There's a chicken and a pig. Why is that? Why is that? Why? Why? I don't. Why? Why chicken and pig? Why? Chat. Why did the chicken cross the pig? Huh? Huh? Does anyone have an answer to that joke? What is the Enderman holding something? Oh no, these are apples. Okay, there's apples under the tree. Hmm. Com says, "Is it safe to say Ulraf is a red panda?" I'm a panda that is red, if that's what you're asking. Because of you guys. Oh, we have another fossil here. Who says fossils are too rare? Look at that. We saw two of them just in this book. uh, pig jockey once. Oh my god. 117 pig jockeys. Because the river was out of logs to jump onto. Yeah. I actually thought that was a log before I looked closely. I've never found one. I've never found one either. I was joking, Calm. They are like, I don't know. I've never found one in survival. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. This book is not representative of the real world. When you say the real world, you mean the Minecraft world, obviously. We could tell that from those builds. It is a utopia. Hmm? They are really good builds. That's true. Good night, Green Goblin. Thanks for being with us. Willy Mod says, "How's the archaeology going?" Oh, you guys. I really want to be able to tell everyone about it when I am able to. Kaylee, welcome in. How are you doing, Kaylee Obsidian? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you up to? Can we please get a raid for the awesome Kaylee Obsidian? We are here in a very special stream. Welcome, raiders. We are here in a special stream. We're calling it the Minecraft book stream. This was actually a redemption by the chat. The amazing chat redeemed this special stream. And we are going over the huge amount of, that's not all of them even, Minecraft books I have and reading them. We are currently just in the first one, so we should start moving ahead. But we have time. And later, we're going to do a poll where you will choose one of the books, and I'm going to read you a good night story. Kaylee Raid. You were doggo painting? Oh, that sounds adorable, Kaylee. Hope it was fun. uh, what? Shout out, not a raid? I don't know. Thank you so much for the raid, though. Yeah, so we're reading this. This is a really awesome book. You would love this book, Kaylee, actually. It's called Minecraft Maps. But what it is basically just art of the different biomes. So beautiful. And it has such a unique art style as well. I really love it. And each biome has like a little build in it as well, which are pretty creative as well. Just looks beautiful. Haunted witch house build. Haunted witch house build. That's the build of this one. We have a fossil over here. It's really, really cool. With the slimes. I'd only ever seen slimes in caves before visiting the swamp, but here they squelch across the surface. When I hit them with my sword, they reduced in size twice until they reached their tiniest form. The tiny slimes dropped slime balls, which I pocketed to make magma cream and sticky pistons. Very cool. It says, "Oh, I love this. I bought the classic starter Minecraft books for my niece just when I was getting started with Minecraft. I wish I had bought myself a copy." Yeah. I mean, these books are awesome. It's so fun to, I don't know. I've been angry at myself that I didn't like read all of them yet, which is why I wanted to do the stream so bad. Maxi, thank you for the hydrate or die. I'll take another sip from my tall glass of water. Thank you, Maxi. Very good. What do we have left? We have a taiga. Still have a bit to go. Which has a village in it and an igloo. In a taiga. Well, a snowy taiga has igloos, right? I think. Yeah, I think so. What is this build? It's really weird. I don't know what this is. That's so weird. We have a taiga village. I think this is the old villages, though. I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are the old ones. Because the new ones have. Oh, well. No, these are the old ones, yeah. The new ones have the new type of tree in them. They're not just the normal oak trees. And they have a different shape, pretty sure. Treetop village build. Treetop? Ah, that's why it was weird. Okay, it's all elevated. Yeah, and you have like little spiral staircase. Wait. There's a spiral staircase over here. It goes up, and then all the houses are like on top of the trees. I don't. We looked at the jungle one before, and I gotta say that I like that one better. I don't know about using spruce trees for a tree house. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's interesting to try that out as well. Feels like it works a bit less good. And we're at the Nether. Ooh, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Um. Katie says, "Well, on that, I'm excited to see every single snapshot that comes out. So glad they share with us so we can play the new features. This specific one isn't different than others, and I can wait." That's very considerate. I agree. Like the last one was pretty huge and intense, I think. That doesn't look like spruce to me. Yeah, it didn't look like spruce to me as well. Yeah. First says, I'm gonna go. My internet doesn't like streams today. It keeps loading and doesn't let me watch more than 3 seconds before it starts loading again. Hopefully next stream will be better again. So sorry that happens, Cora. I really want. Bye. Have a good night. I really want to have an ability for you guys to lower the resolution in case you're on mobile or something like that. But it's not something I can do. I think it's only a partner feature. Maybe one day we'll have it, but right now I can't do anything about it. I'm so sorry. Haley says, did you hear I copied my base into the new one? You rebuilt it or you copied it? What do you mean copied it? Yeah, the new snapshot, we very intentionally made it unable to load old worlds because it was such a crazy thing, and there was a lot of problems code side. I mean, it'll probably be solved later, but right now we didn't want to take that chance with people's worlds. Structure blocks. Oh, you loaded your okay into structure blocks and then you copied it. Okay, that's cool. Nice. So you're playing on the new snapshot right now? I actually played on it last Sunday. We played hardcore, me and Sivani together. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, cool, cool. I happy you understand. Happy you understand. Eli Reza, thank you so much for the hydrate or die. I'll take another sip from my tall glass of water. Thank you, thank you. So the Nether, we have Wither Skeletons, we have the Nether Fortress, Netherwort growing here. I think that's the first time we saw a player, which is interesting. Apparently this Explorer is playing on multiplayer. Unless this is the Explorer. We don't know. Look at that, the classic zombie pigman. Hey, and we have a beautiful nether build over here. Very interesting. Very spooky. Oh, it has like a nice skull at the entrance of it. Pretty cool. Hellforge build. Ooh. No Hellforge would be complete without a lava cascading down the walls. Right. A bunch of lava fountains flowing on the sides. The Nether struck me as the ideal setting for a dramatic Hellforge. The purpose of this build was to provide me with a workstation where I could produce vast quantities of netherbrick. After all, there was no shortage of netherrack to smelt. Yeah, building a smelting array next to a lava ocean, that's pretty cool. I constructed the forge from fireball resistant stone. That's smart. Very smart. And the end. You have an end city with some shulkers and a ship. I was looking for a ship. The dragon. Another spiky build. I think this builder is very fond of spikes, I think. Very, very spiky buildings. Dragon's Lair build. Interesting. I felt inspired to build a dragon's lair filled with treasures and tribute to the Ender Dragon, a truly worthy opponent. That's how is this a dragon lair though? The dragon will never fit. Maybe it's a baby dragon, right? That doesn't fit in here. Look at this huge dragon. Doesn't I don't know. It's weird. It's a nice build though. It's pretty cool. Wonder what the tribute is. What tribute did they leave for it? I hid my treasure hoard underneath the tower. Is that got gold or something? And oh, those are chests. Ah, he has many chests underneath hidden. Okay. Hmm. Adventure achievements. Now that you're armed with all the information you need to conquer every biome, why not test your survival and exploration skills further? I bet myself the following challenge during my adventure. Oh, right? I set myself the following challenges during my adventures. If you're looking to test yourself, you could try them out. Museum. Choose a biome you come back to frequently and build a loot museum there. Collect one valuable or rare piece of loot from each biome you visit, then display your finds in the museum. That's pretty cool. Treasure store, diamond equipment, potion master. Create a potion station in one of your bases. Brew a batch of every known potion and keep it stocked at all times so you always have the right potion ready for every adventure. Nice. Farewell. This was such a beautiful book. Stay in the know. Ah, we have some of these books. Not all of them, though. I think we don't have the crash. I think I saw it in the office, but it was in Italian, and I needed, well, not in Italian. Such a beautiful book. Nice. Cool. What next? Oh my god. Oh, where? What next? Survivor Books of Secrets. The stab in the back. Once you're sure they intend to attack you, teleport behind your opponent using an Ender Pearl. Ah. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty cool book. Like, I think it's cool to fun to like browse it. Right? I wouldn't read it like sequentially, but it's pretty cool. Let's put it here though. This is Wither Without You. That's a comic book. It would be cool to check out a comic book as well. Hey nerd, welcome in. Time to study Italian then. I'm studying enough languages, agent. Let's put it here. We'll see if we want it. We have enchantments and potions. So the first one had some guiding to it as well. So maybe we skip a guiding book for now. Maybe we read it a bit later. Let's see if we have some storybook that we like to try out. Let's put this to the side. I have two copies of Deep Dive. I think it's the same book, just this one is a hard copy and this one is a soft copy. So we could read one of them if we want. What's this? Oh, it's two books in one. I haven't opened this one yet. Let's see what we have. Fury says, I'm Italian. If you want, I can come help you. You want to read me the book? What is that? Oh, it's just two of them. I have two of them. I see. Cool, so I can give one of them as a present. Someone. Okay, let's put this to the side a second. Maybe I'll keep one of them inside so I can give it as a present to someone. Oh, guys, did you hear? Did you hear the awesome music that just started? Amazing. Best song of Minecraft. Undisputed. Best song of Minecraft. So is this a comics as well? Another comics. We have another comics. Okay. What's this? Stories from the Overworld. Another comics. Apparently all my books are comics. A Creeper's Tale. Oh, these are a bunch of short stories. I like that. This could be cool, actually. I'm up for this one. I'm gonna put it on this side to see what you guys think. But it has a Creeper's Tale, which sounds fun. I want to hear about a Creeper's Tale. I mean, not his tale, just his story, right? Now I feel at home, says Fury. Definitely. Definitely that song. You know what? Let's hear it from the beginning. Full volume. Ah, that's you still it's still not loud enough on your guys. For me it's super loud now. I'm gonna raise it even more because you guys need to hear it for real. I'll just go over some of the books while you guys listen to this amazing song. Song, wow. You still don't hear it? Really? I mean, it's so loud in my ears though. That sucks. Fine, we'll go crazy for a sec. Then not louder. No, it's just louder for me, not for you. That's crazy. I see what I need to do. Yeah, that's a max volume on everything. There's nothing I can do. That's crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I can't make it any louder. Never mind. The song is intro. It's in volume beta. Beautiful, beautiful song. I saw this and I thought it's a crystal geode. Look at that. It looks really spherical, right? Like the geodes. That was weird. I don't think any books have those yet. Martin says it's so relaxing to listen to this song. I agree. This song is incredible. Okay, so we have a few options we need to choose from. Where do we want to continue to? Sorry, I had to listen to that song for a bit. It's so good. I'm sorry it wasn't great volume for you guys. There's a lot of books. Let's narrow it down. So we have this thing, which is a bunch of short stories, comics short stories. These two are comics as well, and these two are books, like word books. Let's start by a poll. Do you guys prefer? We might do both. We have a lot of time left. We have like over 2 hours left. But just what do you want to start with? Do you prefer to start with a comic or with a book? Let's do that. Manage a poll. New poll. Which do you prefer? Let's do 2 minutes. Start poll! Cool. What do you guys prefer? Tivani says comics would be cool. Yeah. That would be cool. Kolb says a while ago I searched and found an official Minecraft manga, I think. I don't know if it was official or bootleg. Manga? Interesting. I don't know. I don't know if we made any mangas. That is interesting. Yeah, so in the books department we have Deep Dive or Gassed in the Machine. And in the comic department we have Stories from the Overworld, With or Without You, and this one just doesn't have a name. I think it's just Minecraft. Just Minecraft. Okay, interesting. Graphical novel. Tyler is your everyday kid whose life is changed when his family has to move from the town he's always known. Okay, let's see. Ah, the poll is very close. Very close. We'll see what you guys. I'm up for either, actually. I don't know. Like, I could go to some reading, but it also could be fun to have the comics and sort of see the art style they'll go for and how they represent different. Like this, for example. Where was it? Right, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Look at those eyes. The fear of the creeper. That's how you feel when there's a creeper. That's how you feel. That's how I feel, at least. Taco says, I love how punny the titles are. Yeah, they're pretty cool. We have a winner, and those are the comics. Okay, so the books are going to the side. Again, we might have time for them later. But for now, we need to choose a comic. So again, we have Stories from the Overworld, With or Without You, and Minecraft. And let's see a bit about each, maybe. Uh, with tales of witch and pillager rival with tales of witch and pillager rivals finding common ground, a heartless griefer who bit off more than they can chew, and valiant heroes now new or not to the overworld. This anthology tells tales that span the world of Minecraft. Featuring stories from star writers and exciting artists, this collection brings together stories from across the overworld, leaving no block unturned. That's pretty cool, I gotta say. I have to lower this volume. Okay. That's stories from the overworld. And then we have With or Without You. Jump into the overworld with the first adventure of a new three-part series from the world's best-selling video game, Minecraft. Kahira and Drian are twin monster hunters under the tutelage of Senan the Thorough. After an intense battle with an enchanted wither, the mentor is eaten. The mentor is eaten, and the twins are now alone. The two hunters go on a mission to get their mentor back and meet an unlikely ally along the way. That's interesting. Looks cool. That's With or Without You. And the last one, Tyler is your everyday kid whose life has. Tyler is your everyday kid whose life is changed when his family has to move from the town he's always known. Thankfully, Tyler has a strong group of friends forever linked in the world of Minecraft. Tyler, along with his friends Evan, Candace, Toby, and Grace, have been going on countless adventures together across the expanses of the overworld, and in need of a new challenge. They decide to go to the ultimate quest to travel to the end and face off against the Ender Dragon. That's cool. That sounds cool as well. Which should we start with? Paco says, we made a charred creeper farm this weekend. Those are the faces we made when we found out they explode more than regular creepers. That's exactly the face. That's true. Exactly it. Poll, maybe. Yeah, we'll do a poll. New poll. stories from the overworld. That's too long. Stories. 2 is wither. 3 is nothing. It doesn't have a title. I don't know why. Start a poll. So 1 is stories from the overworld, 2 is wither without you, and 3 is Minecraft. Cool. What are we seeing here? Oh, one of them is getting a big lead. Oh, no? Is it changing? Guess we'll see. No, not a lot of biters for the third one. I gotta say that it feels like I kind of agree with you. It looks cool. The art looks amazing. I really like the art. But this sounds like it's out of world, right? These are players getting into the Minecraft world, which is nice, but it's way cooler to sort of look at adventures of people inside the world, right? I feel like these guys are monster hunters inside the world of Minecraft. You're not talking about the players coming into the world, which I think is cooler, right? It's nice to look at in-world lore. Although the art style I like a bit less in this one. I mean, it's pretty, but I really like the art style of this one. What about the art style of this one? Oh, poll is about to run out of time. Make your vote now. That's pretty crazy. It's like it's a pillager and a witch with a ravager raiding a village, laughing maniacally. Crazy. And we have a winner. It is not the third one, as we suspected. It is. It is Wither without you. Interesting. Oh, something fell down. What is that? What fell down? Are you okay, book? You're okay. You gotta keep our books safe. Wither without you. Let's go. Let's do it. Wither without you. By Kristen Goodsnuck. Ah, look at this! We have a doggo. I wonder if they have a doggo. Editor Chantel Larocque. Why am I doing this to myself? I can't read name. I'll try. Chantel Larocque. Assistant editor Brett Israel. Ah, look at that. Designer Keith Wood. Digital art technician Josie Christensen. Special thanks to Jennifer Hammerwald and Alex Whitshire. Published by Dark Horse Books. Okay. Ooh, wait, how do we read the comics? Do I read like Crash? I've never read the comics out loud before. Not sure. Com says I should write a Minecraft parody of Romeo and Juliet with illagers and villagers. That would be really cool, actually. If you, instead of writing a parody, if you write a map where that is the story that you're playing through, I would play that. That's really cool. Jareth the Rad says, a concern I had is with the recent updates is they've been about revamping existing areas, which could make previous interpretations of areas, like these books, outdated. So that's expected, right? That's gonna happen sometimes. I will say though, something that I'm really excited about the way we're updating Minecraft is it almost feels like, well, at least when I design, I'm trying to keep that in my head. It almost feels like everything we add should feel like it always was there. You just never went far enough, sort of thing, right? Like, you, I want that the things I'm adding will feel like they're not new to the game. They feel right at home. It almost will feel like, yeah, this was here all along. I just never crossed this path. I've never found it before. But now I'm going even further in my world and I will find this. I really feel that's the right way of doing this, right? Because Minecraft is a world, right? It has a lot of things. And I think you really want your new stuff to feel very at home in this world and not sort of, I'm new, I'm completely different. That's how I saw it, at least. Mm, Real says, me and my family are moving, and now with clearing the shelf, I realized how many Minecraft related books I have. That's really cool. That's really cool. I was excited to collect all the books I have to see how many I have for this stream. Tom says, that's interesting. Since a lot of players I know that think about Minecraft lore headcanon is that each update is the world healing and evolving. That's sort of, yeah, that sort of fits that, I think. Agent is, Agent said Schrodinger's chunks. Your chunks are both old and new at the same time. I mean, that's what it is though. If you play a world for a long time, when you explore new chunks, it's like it's somewhere you've never been before. We don't change things you already see, right? But I think that's pretty cool. Low says I love the ideology. Thank you, thank you. I think it's pretty cool. Mm, Kolb says, lol, I imagine that like, wait, there is copper in the caves? Always have been. Yeah, you just didn't mine deep enough. No, be honest, Kolb. Did you ever go below Y0? You didn't, right? Maybe all the copper is there. I don't know. You never checked. Maybe the deep dark is in your world right now and you don't even know it. Just know, don't check. Jared said that could explain why most of the changes in recent updates don't affect the main journey of progression, like no copper armor. I'd still want a squeal to the mobistry though. A sequel to the mobistry. Mobstiary. I don't have the mobstiary, no. It's really a shame. Taco says, please pass along my thanks to whoever thought to ask Max Brox to write MC books, Minecraft books. He's amazing and his books are great. Which books did he write? Do we have one of his here? Max Brooks. Who wrote this? By Nick Elopoulos. Guess that's not one of them. Is he? Did he write more of the new books? Newer books? Nope. Same guy. The Mobstiary is one of the coolest ones. Oh, I need to get that one then. Honestly, I should have like I don't know. I really need to get all the Minecraft books. They're young adult novels. I see, I see. Okay, let's start. Let's start. I guess we'll read out the things. I don't know. Crash. Her. I need to make the sound somehow. Shing. Oh, the her is the illagers. And then the brothers are like, hiya, whoosh. They're fighting the illager. I guess they're in a woodland mansion. Okay. You're hogging all the experience, Orb. No, you. Tinkle, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. How do you make the sound of the experience, Orb? Ding, 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 tinkle. Oh, they have a dog. Look, the brothers, they're fighting over the XP and they have a dog. Tahira, Orion, share the orbs or I'll take them. I thought you said they didn't even work on you because you're already at the highest level a monster hunter could get. What? Why are they holding the experience orb? That's so weird. Com says, if I was to work for Mojang, I'd want to write the Minecraft books. I have so many ideas for them. Yeah, that's true. That's over 1 million orbs. That's a lot of orbs for sure. That's true. I am Simon the Thorough. Simon Snan the Thorough. He who finds all the treasure and the greatest living monster hunter. And then there's an arrow piercing his map. Wait, what? The skeleton is doing grrr. That's not a skeleton, that's a zombie in disguise. That's a zombie in disguise. Skeletons don't go grrr. Grrr. That's not a skeleton. We figured it out, chat. Wilkie, help me out, girl. Oh, the dog is gonna attack the skeleton. Yes. Ruff. Ruff. Jump. He's jumping the skeleton. Oh! He's eating some bones now. He's happy. He's a happy doggo. The highest level a monster hunter could get, that's max int. Yeah, that's 2 billion something something. Hmm. Gna gna. The doggo is having fun with his bone. Jackpot. This looks valuable, but there's gotta be more. So he found a totem of undying. Seems like. And they keep going and killing stuff and finding a bunch of different rooms. There's a iron door, and there's a her from behind it. And then one of the brothers, opened the door, and all the zombies come out. Arr! Orion's scared Oh, what? Oh, he got scared from the zombies, and then she's making fun of him. Orion's scared of the zombie, ha ha ha. I mean, if you saw that many zombies jump out, wouldn't you be a bit scared? I think that's not very fair. Hiya! Stay away from my brother. Okay, at least she's protecting him after making fun of him. That's better. I'm not scared. They just startled me. Hmm. Okay. This is weird. He found a place with this thing. I don't know what this is even. You know this thing, guys? I've never seen anything like it. This thing. Very weird. Maybe it's like a stair? Maybe it's an upside down stair? I don't know what this is. Very weird. So he found a place with this and a drawing and a furnace and an iron door. Agent says it's a flower pot. Of course, Agent. I'm talking about the weird shape below the flower pot. I know what the flower pot. Come on, Agent. Right, this thing. I've never seen anything like it. I don't think this thing exists. It's very weird. Creative interpretation of a crafting table. Ah, maybe. Maybe this is supposed to... But there's no crafting grid. Very weird. Looks like a piece of scaffolding. Oh, right. Yeah, it's like a scaffolding, but too wide, right? It's really weird. They messed up the texture a bit, that's true. The top is kind of weird. I don't know. What? I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's very weird. Maybe it's a form of mob. Oh, right. Maybe he's in danger. Maybe it's a mob that's gonna jump on him. Yeah, I don't know. But how is there a flower pot on a mob? That's kind of weird. Lo is asking if there's a shulker next to it. I honestly don't know what that is either. That's obviously a player head, right? That's a player head. Very weird player head. It's a chameleon disguising itself. Maybe. Shulker mechanics. It's a shulker disguising itself. I don't know. But it is interesting that there's a furnace here, and then when you go in, he finds a room that has chests in it and paintings. It seems, and a torch. It seems like it's a player room, not a. Oh, let's look at that thing. Yeah. And they found this. It's almost a complete wither. It's interesting. Lo says it's a Ditto Pokemon. It's a square Ditto. I mean, in Minecraft, it makes sense Ditto will be squared. Tahira says, no, don't pull it. There might be more zombies inside. He's about to pull the lever. And he answers, I'm not scared, Kahira. Look, watch this. And then their master is like, Soul Sand? Orion, no! And what? Oh, there's a trap door in the ceiling. And a witherhead just falls out from the trapdoor into there. I guess witherheads have gravity in this comics. Okay. And we have a boom. And a wither is spawned right in their faces. Kids, run! Get out of it! Get out of its attack radius! It's a wither! Go! We're not leaving you to fight it alone. Fwa, fwa. Oh, there's a suddenly what's the name of them? I forgot. Vindicator is the one with the axe, or guys, chat, remind me how I forgot the name. Evoker, right? Thank you, Agent. An evoker is there, and he's like, "Huh," and then their master is like confused, and the evoker is like, "Walalol." What is he doing? The master is under distress, and then what is it? Crack, crush, shoom, and he's shooting glowing fire heads at them, and things are happening. I don't know. How do we beat this thing? We can't. Let it get out of this mansion. Oh, no. That's the opposite. We can't let it get out of this mansion. The havoc it could wreak will... Well, let's just make sure that doesn't happen. I'm sorry, this is all my fault. It's not your fault, kid. It might feel like it, but... But what? Boom. Like I always say... Senan will save you. Just hang on. Oh, it ate him? The wither ate him, right, we knew it from the back of the book. So they're trying to save him, and he breaks the wall and just flies out. Crazy. What is this wither is a coward. Look at it, it's just running away, shooting at random stuff. It's a coward. What are we going to do? What is it, Wilkie? Oh, the dog is running in circles. Why is their dog running in circles? You found a trail of wither roses. Can you track it down from these? Ruff! Ah, the wither created wither roses when it kept attacking stuff so they can track it. That's pretty cool. That's a cool mechanic. I like that. We can still save Sanan. Wilkes found a way to track the wither. We got to try again. Maybe we can beat it. I mean, these guys don't even have diamond swords, right? Which swords do they have? Oh, they do have diamond swords. But they don't have any armor on. That's not very smart. Not a way to fight a wither. She has like iron hat, and he has like leather hat, and that's pretty much it. Calm says, I just got 5 ancient debris in one sitting. You truly are a good luck charm. I'm happy to be helpful, Calm. Happy to help out. I think the comics is not really going well, right? Because you guys can't really read yourself. And when I read it out, you don't know who's saying what. So I don't know if this is working. Should we maybe try to move to the one of the books? What do you guys say? I think it's better if we go to one of the books. Books are more about you can just listen to them, but the comics, I just want to look at the pictures. I mean, we can just look at the pictures. That's of course something we can do. I feel like you guys don't see it well enough to know what's happening if I just read it out. Maybe. How long do you think someone can live in the belly of a wither? If it were anyone else, I'd say only a couple minutes at most. But since it's Senan, the toughest, the Senan the Thorough, we're talking about, I think he's still alive in there. He's too stubborn to die. He's gotten out of crazy predicaments before. He always finds a way to come out in one piece. He does that while attacking some slimes half-mindedly. Then they see a million mobs together, and they're saying, "Are they having a party?" Party's over, and they come out and start smashing face and slicing. Party's over! Whoosh, whoosh, crunch, chase. Agent says we identify the weird too wide scaffolding. Who knows what other things we can find? Com says, well, if he dies, he'll just respawn, right? I mean, maybe it's hardcore. You don't know. Maybe it's hardcore. Ooh. Oh, she runs off and triggers the creeper and then runs away, and the creeper explodes and kills everyone around it without killing her. Oh, and because the... Wait, what? Somehow they got the record. I'm kind of confused. Oh, yeah, no. What happened is that... Okay, she's running to a creeper, and then a skeleton hits the creeper instead of her, and the record drops. Then she's running to the record, even though there's a creeper there, and it explodes, and she's saying, "Ah, worth it." And now she has a music disc. That's cool. It even has C48 on it. It's too blurry. It says C48 for I mean C for 18. Sorry. Orion, look! Mall disc. Uh-huh. What? And then these girl shows up and starts throwing rocks at them, yelling, "Monsters! Monsters! Leave me alone!" What is happening? Oh, what? He says, "I think we just traumatized a villager." Is that a villager? We're not monster, we're monster hunters. Yeah, all those monsters outside your house, we just got rid of them all. That's a villager? He doesn't look like a villager. Maybe it's a player? We didn't even know your house was here, promise. My name is Atria. Thank you both so much for cleaning out all those hostile mobs. I can imagine how you took on so many at once. I can't imagine how you took on so many at once. You must be really talented monster hunters. We do what we can. I'm Kahira, by the way, teen monster hunter extraordinaire, and this is my twin brother. My twin brother. She's wearing a turtle helmet as well, for some reason. You have a jukebox? Yeah, it plays music discs. It's... Oh, you have a music disc. Do you want to give it a spin? Yes. And they just sit there and listen to Mole. You know what? Should we listen to Mole as well? Let's listen to Mole. I wonder if I Google Minecraft Mole, will it find a mole somewhere? Ah, I did find a video with the Minecraft Mole. But no, this is the music mole. I love how she was wearing a turtle helmet. Yeah, it's pretty cute. It's nice that they're using different mechanics from the game. She says, strange, this music somehow makes me really want to exchange emeralds for goods and services. And the image on the cover of the disc is like a mall. It's kind of weird. It's pretty late. You can stay here for the night if you'd like. Wow, really? We were gonna just sleep in the in the rain like old times. Okay. That sounds awful. No, no. Let's make up the guest room. What? And then she just digs through the wall, creates a whole new room, and then puts a door on it. She just like just makes another room and then puts a door and then boom, she has a guest room. What is happening? Snake says comic redeemed disc up. Exactly, the comic redeemed the disc up. Just built them a new room. It's not much, but at least you'll be warm and dry. Do you need beds? No, this is perfect. Why don't they need beds? Oh, we've got beds. He just pulls the bed out of his pocket. Okay. Oh wow. Ah, the dog is sad. The dog is sad. And the boy says, we miss him too, Wilkie. We'll find him. That is sad. And then they got woken up by the smell of Minecraft cake. Kaylee says, because a good Minecrafter has their own bed. This is a realistic conversation for in-game. That's fair. That is very fair. Yeah, how you pull out the bed from your pocket. That's very realistic. Puppy, yeah, the puppy said he misses the master. If you don't have a bed in your pocket, are you even a pro Minecrafter? That is very fair. That is very fair. Uh, you're awake. I made a cake for breakfast. Yummy. You made a cake for breakfast. Okay. Is it my birthday? Well, you would know that more than me. I never get visitors, so I wanted to make something special. Maybe it's because your house doesn't have a front door or windows or anything that would signify that someone actually lives here. Why is he being so rude? Rude. She made us cake. Then she says, that's because I am cursed. Tom, tom, tom. What? That's why all those monsters were congregated outside my house. Wherever I go, monsters follow me. It's like they're magically attracted to me. What is, what is happening? Like she's a player, so they spawn around her. Is that what we're doing here? Is that what we're talking about? She has bad omen or something. That's not what it is. She's just a player. Um, Verified says who wrote this book. It was written by Kristen Goodsnuck. This book. Um, that's why all those monsters were congregating outside my house. Wherever I go, monsters follow me. It's like they're magically attracted to me. The only place that's safe is here, or at least I thought so. I clearly need to reinforce my wall for creeper blasts. And she has, oh my god, oh my god, she has a door down to her mind, and the sign above the door is. I show this even. You need to see this sign. I'm sorry, chat. This is crazy. She has a sign above her mind door. I need to do that the next world I build, which is mind your own business. What the fuck is? What is this? What are you doing, turtle person? What are you doing? Oh, this is so weird. This book is weird. I gotta say, I didn't. I don't know why I didn't expect it. I should have expected this from Minecraft books. So punny, but I wasn't expecting this. I'm sorry, Kaylee. I'm sorry. It made me. It surprised me. I'm sorry. I need to be more careful with my language. The turtle lady continues. It's a solitary existence, but I've gotten used to it, and I've gotten quite good at avoiding monsters. How do you get food, wood, and everything you need to live? See this tunnel? It give it goes to my mom's house. I moved out when the monsters got to be too much, but I can still visit whenever I want, and she always makes sure I have enough to eat. Oh my god, they don't stop. They just don't stop. Look at the sign above mom's door. Can you see it? It's too small, isn't it? Can you read it? What the fuck? What the fog? Exactly, that's what I said. What the fog? What the flint? Bye, bombers. Good night. So the door above the mom, it says "Mom, sweet mom." That's what it says. I can't even, guys. I can't even with this book. Why? What are we doing here? Ah, oh my god. How did you get cursed? Was it a witch, an evoker? I'm not sure. I've been like this since I can remember. Come with us. We're tracking down a wither. We can't find it, and if we had you on our team, we could easily lure it out. You want to bring her to find the wither? Really? We'll all be ow! She elbows him. We'll all be cows. That's the new slang for friends. Okay. Uh, what the furious panda? Are you saying you want to use me as bait for a monster? It's not that bad, really. Would be there as your bodyguards. What? Are you busy? What? Actually, I am. I was supposed to have these iron ore blocks smelted and delivered to the village this morning. How are you going to deliver them if you can't even leave your house? My mom does it for me. I see. So wait, so they don't go with her then. They just go out. I guess we're not getting her. The sister is a bit crazy. Yeah, I agree. She's not the nicest person. She keeps elbowing him and saying his yeah. And now she's like, nice going, Silver Tongue. He says she'd just slow us down anyway. The Wither could be destroying a village right now. We've got to get a move on. And the sister says, we just happened across a girl with a magical monster lure, and you don't want to use that to our advantage? I mean, rule number one of monster hunting, use what you've got around you to your advantage. I thought number one of monster hunting was to always have a weapon equipped. Those are both good rules, I think. You use a pork chop to battle. You used a pork chop to battle one skeleton once, and you never hear the end of it. That was a really hard sentence to get out. So she used a pork chop to kill. That's pretty impressive. I was reaching for my sword, okay? It was definitely more than once. What are they doing? They got a spider. I got a plan. What? They dug at the top of her house. They have a hole in the top. Are they gonna lure a spider in there? That's mean. What is happening? This way. Come on, Spidey Poo. Ow, stop biting me. Now go in the hole. Why is he biting her? It's daytime. He shouldn't be attacking. So they push the spider into her house so she runs out. Ah, Kia! Spider, ah! You saved me! I should be apologizing to you for kicking you out. I'm lucky you were still nearby. Thank you. We were just outside. Wilkie was still looking for the Wither Rose trail when we heard you scream. Our mentor taught us tracking techniques, so we should find the trail again soon. Where is your mentor now? Well, Kaylee said the best part of this whole stream is story time with Ulraf. If you are ever a dad, you'll make a fantastic story dad. That's sweet. Thank you, Kaylee. Uh, so they tricked her with putting her life in danger from a monster and then saving her from it. And now they're trying to trick her to come with them. Hmm. Maybe let's take a small break. I think we need a break, guys. Mm. Mm. These comics is pretty cool though. Hey artist, welcome in. Hello, hello. I think maybe let's try something else a bit. It's a pretty good comics. I think I like the fact that they're very in world. Like other than the fact that Wither skulls for some reason have gravity, which is pretty weird. Like this, it's just falling from the ceiling. And other than the fact that the weird scaffolding two blocker, that's very weird. But everything else is really good. It's nice. Calm says, if I'm ever in trouble, I will put someone's life in danger and then save them. That's the lesson this book is teaching us. Right, Calm? Ah, you're saying it's an item from. Haley says you did a good you You did good reading it though. I legit enjoyed that. That's so sweet. I'm happy you had fun. You're saying it's an item. It's an item that fell from it, and he placed it down. That's not smart of him to do that. Hmm. Let's take a look what else we have in our pile of Minecraft books. Let's see. That's kind of interesting. What's the guide to enchantments and potions? Potions are one of these mechanics in the game that really don't. They're not communicated well, right? You don't even have uh, a recipe book for it yet, right? It's like you literally you have to either remember or Google the how you make each potion, which is not optimal. So I wonder how this thing does it. Does it have like a list of all the potions? Let's see. Enchantments. The mystical process of enchanting may seem daunting to beginners, but it's quite simple once you have the right equipment. Luckily, everything you need can be found in the overworld. Let's take a look at the various methods of enchanting, the enchantments that are available for each item, and when each enchantment will be most useful. Yeah, I mean, enchantments are also not very well communicated, right? Like, just figuring out that you can put bookshelves next to an enchanting table, that's. I don't think there's any clues for that in the game, right? TSM says, Ulraf, do you have a Minecraft server that we can all play on? I don't. I don't actually. I was thinking about it. I think it will be really fun if we had a server that the community can play together on. It's so much work managing a server, and I really don't have time with it with work at Mojang and streaming and everything. Calm says enchanting is so cool. I really like enchanting as well. That's part of why I'm kind of sad that villagers replaced enchantment for a lot of things. Like I feel like they're too strong right now. I really I don't know. I want to examine ways to make it so both have their place. You can still go buy books if we want them, but there's also a reason for enchanting. Snooze says I wrote down all the potion recipes and put them in a guide on a lectern in my potion room. I think it's a good mix of decoration and utility. That's really cool. I really like that. Yeah, like make your own lectern. I would maybe make a few of them, right, for different categories or with all the like timing and information. That could be really fun to do. Agent says, imagine just casually flipping through the book and there's a chapter about the warden. I mean, sometimes in the future that will happen, right? Agent says, I don't enjoy the randomness of the table. Grinding experience takes too much time. I kind of like the randomness though. I don't know. Something I would wish is I thought about maybe making it so the grindstone only removes one enchantment and not all of them. So that way you can get rid of only one of the enchantment and keep the rest and then enchant and another tool and combine and get what the things you want. And you can do that the enchantment does it the same as the grindstone does it the same as the enchanting table. So you put it in, you see which enchantment it's going to remove, and if you don't like that, you can put a different tool in, take enchantment of that, and then it re-rolls when you put the next item in, right? Exactly like the enchanting table. So you can't re-roll as much as you want. You can't choose which enchantment. There is some effort into it, which is cool. I think that could work. Calm says, I love the table, but villagers are so much easier. That's the problem. I think if they were more challenging, then it was better, right? Kaylee says, I kind of wish we could move an enchantment, like a gold shovel to an iron one or diamond. Hmm, interesting. I don't know. It is interesting, but I'm worried that it would. Maybe it's too much control. Like I kind of like that the enchantment is has randomness in it. I know that a lot of people don't like randomness in general, but I think that I like that. I think that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, you can wish for whatever you want, Kaylee. I'm not sure as well. I'm not saying it's unbalanced. I'm saying I'm not sure about it. Maybe it will change the feeling of it. Um, yeah. Hello, PogChamp. Welcome in. Agent says if I get an item with 3 good enchants and 1 bad, the grindstone one would be nice instead of throwing the entire item. Yeah, I agree with that. Another thing I thought about doing is that when you combine items in the anvil, right now, I think what happens is that if you have two enchantments that don't work together, like if you have blast protection and the other one has protection, the protection is just dropped. Like the more specific one is kept, I think. Or if you have, I think fortune overrides silk touch, or the other way around. I'm not sure. Kaylee says I think it keeps the one on the first one. I don't think it does. I think it doesn't keep the first one. I think it only takes one of them every time, and you don't have control. Oh, it does. I maybe I don't remember correctly. I think Haley's correct. Okay. I mean, if that's true, then getting a bad enchantment is not that big of a problem, though. For example, if you get a sword with Unbreaking and Bane of Arthropods, that's not a problem because you get another sword that has something else in sharpness, and then you combine them and you get sharpness, right? You can't put the book on the left. I see what you're saying. I mean, that's if that's true, then that should be solved, I think. I thought that there's always something that wins. It's unrelated to which side you put it. But if it's always the left one, that you can just make it that it's always the right one or something, right? I would say that when you mix stuff, if something collides, there should be a way of choosing which one wins, and then that solves this problem. Welcome back, bombers. Hey, hey. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, if you could just like grindstone the unwanted enchant, that also helps. I agree. That's a pretty simple solution as well, I think. And it still keeps some of the randomness, right? It's not like you put in the grindstone and you choose what you remove or something. It's like it's random one, but you can cycle it. Like I think that's cool. Okay, so we have like an enchantment guide here. They're going over all the things you can enchant. Unfortunately, enchantments don't come for free. Each has a different cost attached to it. Hmm, interesting. There are some technical things in here, like enchantment weights. Each enchantment has a weight, which tells you how likely it is to appear as an option when you enchant your items. The higher the weight of an enchantment, the more chance there is of it appearing. You can check the weight of each enchantment on page, well, yeah. Yeah, and here we can see, as we know, that different tiers have different enchantability, which like increases the chance of getting more and better enchantments. Interesting. So leather and wood has 15. Stone has 5. Stone has worse than wood. That's interesting. It's better to enchant wood than stone. Iron has 14. 14 for a sword or tool, and 9 for armor. So enchanting iron armor is less efficient in the enchanting sense, obviously not from durability, than enchanting leather and wood. That's interesting. Diamond is 10, still less than wood. That's super interesting. I actually really like that. That's really interesting. Like, I feel like this is not extreme enough. I feel like you don't feel it in game, but I would like push this times 5. I would say wood has crazy high enchants, like in the sense that if you put wood in, you'll get like twice as much enchant than on your diamond stuff, right? And that scales down with stone, iron, and everything. Um, and suddenly there's like reason to enchant early on, maybe. Agent says, or just increase the price. Yeah, you could do that. That's the thing is that that's the opposite approach, right? What I'm saying is let's take the thing that people use less and make it more fun to use, like added the stuff to it. And increasing the price is taking things people already use and punishing it. Making if you want to use it, there's a bigger price, right? I rather encourage using the things that are less used than discourage the things that are already used. Like it's just two approaches. It's really interesting though. Book has 1, like the lowest one possible. I didn't even know that. That's interesting. I'm actually learning stuff from this guy. That's crazy. Agent says, okay, so basically on level 30, getting a wooden pickaxe enchant will have amazing enchants. That sounds fun. I'll tell you more than that. On level 15, you might get level 30 enchants on a wooden pickaxe. Something like that could be interesting. Right? So let's say I want Silk Touch. or let's say I want looting 3. Okay, I until I have a full bookshelf, I can't get that on diamond at all. But maybe on wood I can. Maybe on stone even I can. So think about it. Suddenly you want to enchant your stone tools even until you have diamond. That's pretty interesting, I think. Again, it won't change the meta, right? It won't change how you play, but it might add like a small interesting thing you do at the beginning. I think it's cool. And I don't see any downside of making stone tools stronger, right? Like I see zero downside to that. um, Real big Snoot says, "How would you get an enchantment table when you still have wooden tools?" You see, that's a good point. That's a good point. But I mean, at the beginning, you find your first 5 diamonds is 3 for a pick, getting obsidian, 2 for the enchanting table, right? So let's say you have an enchanting table, you have your 3 diamonds, you have a diamond pick, and sometimes you might still have iron gear, right? You're not fully diamond at that point. And even if you are fully diamond, maybe you don't have a full enchanting setup yet. Getting enough leather and sugarcane, that takes not a lot of time, but a bit of time, right? So even if you have diamond stuff, you might choose to get a stone sword, because if you get a looting on your stone sword, that's good for the beginning, right? If you get silk touch on your stone pickaxe, that's interesting for a bit of stuff. You'll still use your diamond pickaxe, but you also use something else for the enchants until you get a full enchanting setup, until you get what you want. Also from a village, yeah, that's a really good point, Bomber. You might get like 2 diamonds from a village, and then you make and some obsidian, and you make an enchanting table, maybe. Agent says eventually you would want to upgrade regardless, of course, because the durability is very useful, right? So you would update anyway. Calm says, I think Bane of Arthropods should work on shulkers. I said exactly that, and you know what my community made? I'll show you exactly what it made. This gives me nightmares. So warning for that. If you don't want nightmares, don't watch the screen. This is what my community drew. I said Bane of Arthropods should work on shulkers, and then they're like, what? They have small little legs in there. This is disgusting and terrifying. Agent says there is no in-game way of learning that an enchanting table can be upgraded with bookcases. What if in strongholds, enchantment tables spawn naturally in libraries? That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. Not with a full setup. I would do like a room that, well, a library has many bookshelves though. I don't know. I would love for it to be like the nether portals, right? The ruined portals. I want you to find one that is incomplete and you build the rest of it. And if you just have all the bookshelves there, it's kind of, you can have it not complete and then you have to move them to the right place, but it's not very cool. I don't know. I agree that it's really cool that it teaches the player though. I definitely agree with that. Maybe it doesn't have to be in a stronghold. Maybe we can find some other structure that could have. Maybe a wooden mansion can have an enchanting table. That could be interesting. Woodland mansion, yeah. I don't know if it's connected. I'm not saying it fits the lore. I didn't think about it. I'm just throwing ideas. Calm says I got 3 stacks of ancient to read this stream. Oh my god. That's crazy, Calm. Hey Damien, welcome man. I'm taking this hideous stuff off the screen. But yeah, that's what someone, Didi, I think, did fan art of that. Mhm. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So shulkers would have an exoskeleton, aka the shulker box, segmented body, top and bottom shell, and then just need the jointed legs. Exactly. Bomber says maybe rather than teaching the player through structures, teach them through new paintings. That's interesting. I always felt like paintings don't, like, people don't study them enough to learn from them, but maybe that's just me. Maybe having a painting with an enchanting table with bookshelves around would be cool. Tom says, please, woodland mansions are very plain. What? They're not plain. They have many different crazy types of rooms. I agree they don't have great loot right now. They should have better loot, but I don't think they're plain. Um, Tom says most paintings are just silly, not teaching. Yeah, that's true. It would be great to have diverse ways of learning. Yeah, right. There's nothing says that we can't have a painting and in something else. The rooms are very dull and the colors often just feel weird. I don't know. I explored one like a few months ago with friends after a very long time that I didn't explore one, and it was interesting to see so many different rooms. I will say that it felt like most of the rooms are just set pieces, like nothing happens in them, and it wasn't interesting to find them. Also, if you found two rooms that are the same type of room, they were exactly the same. There was no differences. It was a bit of a shame. Yeah, I don't know. I agree that I don't love that structure either. Hey DK, welcome man. Yeah, I think the first thing Woodland Mansions need right now is better loot. But it's hard to find what to put in them. Com says it's like the blacksmith in old villages. You didn't get excited because the building looked good. You get excited because chest. That's why people want loot in mansions. Without loot, there's nothing. I I don't know. I don't know if it's fun that the only reason you go somewhere is the loot. I think there's other reasons to go places. Like I don't want amazing loot in archaeology, for example, right? Like there's probably gonna be some loot in there, but I don't. That's not. I don't know if that's their main reason to go there. I want you to want to see these things. I want you to want to uncover them, to reconstruct them, to see the lore, the story. I want you to want to build an outpost next to them, right? And build exhibits. And I don't know. Bomber says, "What are your thoughts on Flames of the Nether?" Are you talking about the Dungeons DLC? I mean, I saw it. I shared it on Twitter. I think it looks cool. I was looking for an excuse to come back to Dungeons. We haven't played for a while. I would love to play it a bit again. Taco says the loot is like a reward after a boss battle. Yeah, that's true, but the boss battle should be fun by itself as well, right? Agent says when I see a mansion, I expect something cool inside, not just a structure looking good. Yeah, I agree. That's fair. I mean, what you have inside is a boss battle, right? Like the evoker is a boss battle. We can argue about if it's a good boss battle or not, but that's what it is. And it does have a good loot drop. It drops the totem, but again, there's problem with that because it's also dropped by raids, so it's way easier to get it from a raid than to get it from a mansion. And also, I have problems with the totems. I feel their implementation is not great. You can get evokers in raids. I know, Calm. I'm aware of this. I realized you wrote it before I said it probably, but trust me, I'm aware of it. Corey, who made the raid, is also aware of it. Snoo says, what I'm hoping for with archaeology is some unique and cool decorative item slash block. Not even stuff that's necessarily useful, but just looks nice in your house. Yeah, those sort of things I really like. Yeah, like that's why I really like the idea of the pots. I sort of wanted something that is similar to how banners work, but more feels more physical, blocky, bigger, more. Yeah, you put it in your house, right? It's not just on your wall. That's what I was thinking. Agent says, I think you should add more unique items instead of reusing items that can be obtained in multiple spots. Like Heart of the Sea, those can only be gotten through treasure chests. Yeah, adding unique items is not easy though, Agent. Like, the thing about Minecraft is that it's really hard to design new unique items without completely upsetting the balance of the game because all the numbers are fairly small. Like if I give you something that gives you +1 heart of damage, that's huge. Also, it's not very interesting. It's just a damage increase, right? Um, I agree with you guys. We're trying to think of cool loot stuff to add. Not easy. Bomber says, I think it's good that the new DLC has 5 levels. It's great value. That's cool. Yeah, I'm also waiting for the Pigling Barter is interesting to me. Like, see what sort of items he will sell. That's pretty cool. Taco says maybe the mansion owner collects archaeological artifacts. So you say maybe you can find a room in the manor that has something related to archaeology. That could be interesting. Yeah, that could be interesting. That's an interesting idea. I didn't think about that. Snake says, what about curses? I think Minecraft needs more cool curses. I totally agree. I love curses. I want so many more curses. I want curses that the thing with them is that most of the time they're terrible. You don't want them, they're really bad. But there is some niche use where just in that case it's kind of cool. That's the sort of curses I want. It's sort of like weird, quirky, funny, niche use. That's what I want. It's hard. It's really hard to make curses that are not completely annoying, by the way. But I love that. I really want more curses. Agent says that's where item reach would be cool or build reach. Yeah, I agree with that actually. I think an interesting way of adding increasing player reach would be cool. Again, it's you agree that like I can't have 10 new items that each one of them adds 1 to reach, for example, right? It feels like that's one new item. And also that one should be not too extreme, I think. So that's another. So yeah, we can. Let's say we add an item that adds reach. So we add that to the Woodland Mansion, and then the Deep Dark comes out, and you need a new loot for that thing, right? And then I don't know, Bastions come out, and you need new loot for that thing. It's at some point you don't want a million different items doing a million different things to your players. Like Minecraft, we're trying to plan out and sort of develop it. We're going to develop it for a very long time. We're thinking 20 years ahead. We don't want this to start feeling cluttered. If you play any mod pack, not mod pack, you can see how it starts to feel like there's so many things in there. And like they don't always communicate well with each other. They step on each other's toes because they do similar things, or like it's difficult. Curse of Discord teleports you around randomly. Not often, but just every now and then. I don't know. Curses are useful for trolling. I agree with that, and I think that's cool. I like that. Calm says, what curses could you even do though? There are only 2, right? There is Curse of Vanishing, that if you die, it disappears. There's Curse of Binding, which you put something and take it off. Yeah, I think that's it. I have one idea for a curse that I really like, but I can't tell you guys about that one. I would love to hear your ideas for curses though. Kevin says maybe you could try adding end gems where you have to go to the end and find them in End City loot chests. First of all, End cities already have really great loot, right? They have the shulkers and elytras, which are amazing loot, and they have the best diamond enchanted loot in the game. So End cities don't need more loot. But the thing is, a lot of suggestions I'm getting for what loot to do is very generic. Like for example, add pendants, right? A pendant a player can wear around its neck, but you don't specify what it does. Like the interesting thing here is not how it looks. It doesn't matter if it's a gem or a ring or a hat. The interesting thing is, what does it do? Why does the player want it? And how does that fit in the game? When you're suggesting stuff, try to focus always on the use of it and not the look of it. For loot. For other things, it could be different. But cool banner pattern specific to the structure. What is that referring to, Agent? Snake says maybe you can add tombs with cursed blocks, where if you destroy that block, your item gets cursed. That's so cool. I'm Snake, that is such a cool idea. I am going to write that down. Stealing your idea all over the place. Wow. Like a curse in a temple or something. If you break it, what it does, it curses one of your items. Either an item you're wearing or an item on your inventory. That's so cool. Where is my stuff? Where is it? There it is. I love that idea. It's so interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna put it up here. That's super cool. Really like that idea. Obviously, it's not clear cut, right? Because what does it does stuff for the player. I'm not sure, like you need to communicate it somehow. And also, if it just changes something in your inventory, you won't even know it happened. So there's a lot of problems there, right? And also, what you're wearing your favorite diamond armor, and suddenly it's bounded to you, and you can't even remove it, right? The only way to remove it right now is to remove everything in the grindstone. So there's problems with this idea for sure. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's really interesting. I liked it a lot. Really cool. Tom says, if you tell us, does it decrease the likelihood they'll say yes to adding it? I it's not about that. It's about there's a good chance that we're gonna add it. Um, so I probably shouldn't say it until we talk about it more. Uh, Taco says, you've seen how we pitch you ideas. How do you pitch ideas at work? What's the process look like? Um, I mean, we pretty much just talk about it. We try to think about all different directions it could go, upside, downsides, different player styles, how they will think about it, how it will impact like the game progression, things like that. And usually, if enough of us think it's a good idea, we one of us is selected to go and prototype it, which basically means build it quickly in the code to try to feel it and play with it and see how it feels. Sivani, thank you for the hydrate or die. Gonna take a sip from my tall, tall glass of water. Thanks. I've been talking a lot, so I need some water. Thank you, Sivani. What about your ideas, Ivania? We haven't talked about it for a while. Do you have any cool ideas for a curse, maybe? Or cool loot you'd want to see in the game? Ivani has really good ideas about Minecraft, like, because she's not worried about give me the strongest sword or give me. No, she's looking a lot at more like holistic sort of thing, the experience of playing it, which is cool. So maybe she has cool loot ideas. Agent says Curse of Daredevil halves your HP but increases damage. Interesting. Interesting. That sounds more like an enchantment to me. Because sometimes a lot of people would choose to have that, I think. But it's interesting. It has a big downside for sure. A Curse of Insomnia. Phantoms spawn around you every night, regardless of sleep. That's terrible. But, oh, that's interesting because you're saying it does have a niche use, right? If you want a Phantom farm, then it's good. Interesting. Um, Laffy says, how did you learn to code? When I was 10, I went to a class thing that taught site building, how to build site. It mainly taught us HTML and stuff like that. It wasn't really coding, but it was like our first steps. Later, what happened later? Later, I joined, like in high school, I joined a thing. I don't know. I don't know how you say it, but like I chose a path. There's a few paths, so I chose the path of coding. An interesting point. I actually, so I had a few in back home. You need to go to a high school that is close to where you live, usually. And all the high schools I have close by didn't have a coding program. So I specially went to a really like far away high school just so I could learn to code, because I it was so important to me that I was willing to drive on the bus like every day back and forth just so I can learn coding. Um, and then I learned it there, but actually school it's kind of funny, but eventually school didn't feel like I really learned coding at school. Like I learned a bit, but most of my learning of coding was just sitting at home, reading things on the internet, trying things on my own. I was mainly doing it for fun. Like school, very fast. Like after less than a year, I didn't learn anything in school regarding coding. Like the teacher was teaching things that I already knew in coding. Because coding is a lot about what you learn by yourself. It's not about sitting with a teacher almost. Uh, Agent says curse of breaking. It would suck up experience like mending, but instead of mending it, it will slowly decrease durability. Ooh, that's terrible. Like the opposite of mending. So you lose both experience and durability. That's terrible. Interesting, though. I like the fact that it's a corrupted mending, right? It's the opposite of mending. That's interesting. Snake says curse of fragility. Your item's durability gets lowered. Yeah, that could be an interesting curse. Also, for example, that feels like there is a use for that, right? Maybe I want to do a mini game where I give you an item, but it doesn't last as long or something. So I would put this on the item, for example. Maybe. Lathy says, I had my first class of coding last year. I did HTML. Now I'm coding JavaScript. I'm struggling with errors. JavaScript is my favorite language. I really love it. Appreciate it. Other languages are way stricter, and I really like JavaScript. Struggling with arrays. What are you struggling with? I don't know. I mean, arrays are basically just a group of numbers or a group of something, or a group of variables, right? Um, I don't. If you say what you're struggling with, maybe I can help. Curse of radioactive uranium isotopes. You would be glowing holding this item. Having you constantly glowing when you have a cursed item on, that's interesting. It might be too extreme, maybe, but it is interesting. Tom says, took coding class, never again. No, 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 no. Really? That's interesting. I loved coding. I still love it. But when I started, I was so passionate about coding. Right now, I'm mostly passionate about what I can use coding to achieve. Like, I want stuff with coding. Actually, that's not true. I'm still passionate about coding. It's still fun to do coding challenges and stuff like that. And today I was working on some code, and I looked at it and I felt like, damn, that was fun. Like finding a cool way of doing it. I really like that. But that's fair, Calm. I mean, not everything is for everyone. That's very. Uh, Curse of Chaos. If you use the item, it has a very low chance to turn into a cod randomly. So now you have a fish which you can use to slap mobs or black. Uh, sure, fine, accepted. Mojang confirmed. Cursed, but it can't be called Curse of Chaos. It needs to be called Curse of COD. That's my only term. I agree with Ulraf. It can be fun, but if it has been forced upon you, it takes a lot of fun away. Do you mean? Oh, you mean coding? Yeah. If you're forced to do it, nothing is fun. Most things are not fun. Curse of inaccuracy. Projectiles aren't accurate at all. It's interesting. I kind of feel like the curse should affect the thing it's on and not the player, right? Like I feel like curse of inaccuracy should only happen on bows or only on crossbow, for example. Curse of attraction, mobs track you from further away. That's perfect. That's perfect. Because most of the time that's terrible. That's flinting terrible. But sometimes, if you're building a weird mob farm where you are the thing attracting everything, then it's suddenly useful. I like that. I'm writing it down. I'm adding a new category. What was the name you said? Curse of Attraction? I don't love that name though. But yeah, well, we can find a different name. Curse of Attraction increases mob trap detection range. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. You can put it on a villager and place a villager somewhere, and suddenly zombies come from way further away. Also, ooh, maybe it's not just range. Also makes you more tempting than other options. Like if one villager has this, then zombies would be pulled to it and not to other villagers. For example, right? It takes priority. That's interesting. Tododial, welcome in. Hello, hello. Bluffy says new zombie farm concept. Exactly, that would be cool. Kevin says, what about Curse of Hoarding, where all your chests become disorganized? I already have that curse, Kevin. Let me tell you. That's pretty cool. Curse of Crashing randomly crashes your curse randomly crashes your game. I feel like I have that curse as well, Agent. Curse of Hyperspeed. When you use the item, your mouse sensitivity gets set to hyperspeed. Oh, that sounds terrible. Blathy says the attraction curse would also be good for a drowned farm. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Curse of Stumbling. Every so often you have a chance to fall over, but when falling from large height, it can negate all damage if it activates. Interesting. Bomber suggest a poll, and he wants. That's an interesting question. I would love to hear people's opinion on. Which do you prefer, bows or crossbows? That's a really interesting poll. I wonder if how many people here use either of those as their main range weapon. Let's see what you guys think. Mm, Blathy says, "Do you ever get burnt out when you're coding new features?" Yeah, that happens. I mean, of course, I'm working in the best job in the world, right? Of course, I love working on Minecraft, and the fact that I work at adding things to Minecraft is crazy to me, right? I love that. But still, things can be tough sometimes, and sometimes a feature doesn't go out exactly how you want it to, and you're frustrated and you can't think of a solution. Yeah, it can burn you out sometimes. I think that's natural. Doo, doo. Raktor says crossbows are better for PvP and bows are better in PvE, in my opinion. Interesting. Could you explain why you think that? Why is that so? Use a bow and a crossbow. Crossbow to pierce shields, bow for pure power. I see. Narhal, what? Narhanielf. Narhanielf says, "I don't tend to use crossbows that much, but when I do, I find them really fun." Yeah, I find them a bit confusing to use. Like I feel like I always at the beginning I'm like, what? Oh, right, that's how you use them. Um, but I agree that they're interesting. They're definitely they feel different than using a bow. It's not like, oh, it's a bow but stronger, or it's a bow but quicker, or something like that. It feels different to play, which I think is great. I want that every uh, weapon we add really feels different. That's why I will never be for adding a knife or a hammer or I don't know, a scythe. Like I want every weapon to feel very different. Kyogre water, thank you so much for the hydrate or die. I'm gonna take a sip from my very tall glass of water. Awesome. Thank you, Kyorgar. Curse of Ball and Chain. Put specific curse that slows you down slightly, just enough to be annoying. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like that's not useful though in any niche way. Like if it slowed you down a lot, then maybe you want to do a mini game where you're super slowed, for example. But if you're super slowed, you will never actually wear something that has this. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a tricky thing. That's why it's so hard to make curses. You need something that feels like it bugs you, but it's not that terrible that you'll never use it. It's I don't know. Curse of loudness. The warden can detect you sneak. Oh, that's terrible. uh, uh, Stool. I'm only reading from chat. I'm not reading from anywhere else. Curse of Longing. Curse on two players, and when they are X blocks or further apart, they take damage. Ah, that's interesting. Curse of Cake. You need to eat cake every Minecraft day, or you will take damage until you die. So that's you can just call that Curse of Ulraf, right? Bows. Okay, 78% said bows. That's interesting. I think that's what I would guess as well. I think bows are way more intuitive and it's something people have been used to for a very long time. Yeah. Interesting though. Interesting to see. Thanks for the poll suggestion, boomers. Whereas you can only increase the damage on a bow, and crossbows have better range, and they also have better default damage. I see, Bummer. I see what you're saying. Uh, Rack says crossbows can be preloaded. This allows to get a shot off into your enemy when their shield gets disabled, and have piercing so that can bypass shields. Bows can one-shot most mobs with power 5 and knock them far with punch. I prefer using bows over crossbows in PvE. That's interesting. I get it. I get why you're saying that right now. Yeah. In PvP, I think most of the time you don't want knockback because then the player can just run away from you, right? That's pretty interesting. Um, Maybe a curse that drains your hunger in an increased rate. That's interesting, right? That's something that is not that terrible. That maybe you'll be willing to wear it for a bit, right? If you find something really good. I don't know. Maybe. Bows have better enchantments. You can't beat Infinity. I think Infinity is way too strong as it is right now. I would really want to nerf Infinity. Curse of Weight. When wearing armor with this curse, you can't swim up. That's pretty interesting. It's crazy tough. Like you will never wear something with this, I think. But it is interesting for like a mini game or something, that underwater mini game, right? So that's pretty cool. Um, just the overall DPS output of crossbows is worse. So it only works in special cases. In general, the bow simply is better because of DPS. Yeah, that seems right. Infinity should be a chance to use arrow, like in Minecraft Dungeons. Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking as well. But it should be, yeah, exactly. It can be compatible with mending if it's less strong, right? Mm, what about an enchantment where you can put 2+ enchants on your pickaxe and it gives you the ability to mine block or more if you add 3 or more? I got completely confused, Keyboard. Type that again. I got confused. Maybe nerf, but don't remove it. It is annoying to have another item to restock all the time, like ender pearls, rockets, and food. I don't think that's annoying. I think that's part of Minecraft. You build a base to restock stuff. You build like stations where you can restock stuff in the world. I think that's cool. Snoo says, adding to the curse of weight, what if it allowed you to walk underwater as if you were on land? Ah, so if you have a way to breathe underwater, you actually want this weight thing because then you can just run and sprint underwater. Is that quicker though? Is sprinting quicker than swimming? I don't remember. Zelda, hello, hello, being all quiet and sneaky. Thank you so much for the hydrate or die. I'm gonna take a sip from my tall, tall glass of water. Good to see you, Zelda. Good to see you. Hmm. Let's get to potions. Let's see what potions look like. Good night, Lo. Thanks for hanging around with us. What do we have? You can mine a group of blocks, says Kevod. I don't know about that, Kevod. I feel like that's something that should stay in modded, maybe. Swimming is faster unless we introduce sprint jumping. I see, MacJob. Uh, I don't know. It is interesting though. Regardless, I like the weight curse idea. Hmm. Agent says, uh, yeah, he's talking about the fact that you can't pick up arrows that are infinite. That's a problem in general. I feel like it's not good as it is right now. Like even when skeletons shoot arrows and you can't pick them up, that just feels bad. Why? Like you don't understand why. There is no visualization on the arrow. I think like maybe the arrow should have like enchanted glint or something on it should tell you this thing is not real, right? It's not really there or something. You can't pick it up. Maybe it should be transparent, half transparent, or yeah, see-through arrow, says seriously Nix. Exactly. Something like that, I think for sure needs to happen. Agent says, I think the loyalties, tridents from drowned should have loyalty regardless. I mean, I think they shouldn't stay there, but I don't want every trident that drops to have loyalty on it, right? So that's a problem. Eggplant says nerfing infinity would make arrows more useful. I normally just throw away arrows from my mob farms. That's exactly what I'm thinking of as well, right? I think that's good. Arrows should be useful. Like the whole point of having ammo is that you need to have like a system and a support structure to get you more ammo, so you can keep using it. What about a curse of half off an inventory? Ah, that seems a bit extreme, Kevad. I don't know. It seems a bit extreme. Com says, but infinity is so nice. I agree, right? It's very convenient. But we don't play games. Well, that's not true. I was gonna say we don't play games to feel convenient, but that's not true. Sometimes you want to feel at home, relax, convenient. I get that. I just, I mean, if that's what you want, though, why even have arrows, right? Like, use a long range thing that doesn't have ammo. Like, you can use a trident now, right? I was consider using a trident as my main weapon for a while, because it saves inventory hotbar slots. Instead of having a sword and a trident, you could just have a sword and a bow. You can just have a trident, and then you do both with them. It does less damage though, so there's trade-offs there. It takes away the use of feathers and flint. That's also true. Yeah, feathers right now are completely useless. I don't remember the last time I kept a feather or used it, which is sad. Hmm. Seriously, Nick says infinite arrows on easy, then a chance to use on normal and hard. That's interesting. Yeah, maybe it behaves different. I don't know. Difficulties are hard because you're not sure what is the reason for the player to lower difficulty, right? Right? Maybe he doesn't like fighting. Maybe he wants things to be cheaper, right? We don't really know why you choose hard or easy. So it's hard to decide what should change. Zelda says, I find I leave my infinity now for a specific situation because they aren't compatible with mending. I do find lots of arrows already when playing normally, never actually craft them. Yeah, that's also true, right? Like, you get a fair amount of arrows from skeletons, but you still care about it. You walk around, you try to pick them up, you could ignore them. Like, I think you're still looking out for your ammo. I think that's good. We talked about the quiver a lot in the stream before. I don't believe it's something we need. I feel like it's too specific. It's not really helpful. If we feel like there is inventory problems, we should solve the inventory, not for arrows specifically. I see so many suggestions out there saying we need a slot for food, we need a slot for ender pearls, we need a slot for this, for that, for this. I don't think that's the way to do it. There's always going to be another thing you want a slot for. It's not about special casing, I think. Agent says I don't want to craft arrows. It should just be used in an emergency. Why why not? I mean, if you have a skeleton farm and you get your arrows from that, that's fine, but why are you against crafting arrows? What if arrows drops from skeletons were what if arrows dropped from skeletons were weaker than arrows crafted by the player? That's pretty cool actually. So there's a reason to craft arrows. I like that. That's pretty cool. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to do. um, because what you call them brittle arrows or something? What would you do? How do you separate them out? Skelly arrows are less accurate. Uh, mm, Lowering accuracy feels like it will feel bad for people, but just having less damage seems like it's a tier system. When you craft them yourself, you get better tools. I don't know. People would say that we're doing it to spite farms, though. Right? People would say, "Oh, you don't like that we're farming arrows from skeletons, so you made crafting arrows stronger." I don't know. Which is obviously it's not the point, right? Skeleton shoot darts, but the player can craft arrows. Yeah, you could have a totally different item. That's true. I think at this point I wouldn't change skeleton shooting arrows, but something you can do is you can say Let's add a new item that is a stronger arrow, a sharper arrow, whatever. And you can craft this new item this way. For example, a stick, 3 feather, and 3 flint. I don't know, it's reinforced arrow. I don't know. Just it's not a good idea, but just saying. That way we don't change skeletons. Skeletons still drop arrows. You can still craft normal arrows, but if you want, now you can craft stronger arrows, for example. Zelda says, I like that name, brittle arrows. Yeah. Agent says, just make tipped arrows more interesting. I feel like they're already pretty interesting. Like, you can make stronger arrows, you can make harming arrows, and they're very strong. They're just very expensive as well. Doo-doo-doom. 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 Yeah, but only the harming arrows are interesting. Regeneration arrows are useless because it deals damage and then it simply heals the lost hearts, or maybe not even. Yeah, the healing arrows are not very useful right now. I agree. They could definitely use a buff. If regeneration works as a poison to undead, that might make it better, doesn't it? I know that healing hurts undead mob. Doesn't regeneration hurts them as well over time? I thought it did. Interesting. Why is the music gone? What do we feel like listening to? Let's listen to the old classic. Everyone loves this one. Healing arrows do more damage to undead mobs and the wither. Yeah, but regen doesn't, apparently. You definitely should, I agree. Mr. Pole, welcome in. How are you doing? Goldbirch says maybe blunt arrows that do not damage entities but can still be tipped. Example, in multiplayer, hitting an ally with a regen blunt arrow. That could be interesting. Yeah, maybe a way to craft those. Yeah, that's true, Agent. That might be coming in the future. Water breathing. Harmful secondary potions. Poison. Weakness. Helpful. Ter terri terti tertiary potions. Oh, like from the word three. Third. Invisibility extended. Leaping extended. Night vision extended. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. exploding arrows and obsidian arrows to one-shot that dragon. Sounds perfect. I see no problem with that. No problem at all. Taco says tertiary. Tertiary. Thank you for that clarification. Tying into the arrow flight paths idea, maybe they fly around super erratically before hitting the target. What? Just an arrow that you shoot and it goes like this and then hits the target? It's kind of weird. That sounds weird. I don't know. Maybe. I agree that it's really weird. Like it will be amusing to watch, I guess. I think we need to start wrapping up for today, guys. It's starting to get late. Oh, there's redstone. What? Ah, it's an enchanting setup. That's pretty cool. Hidden library. That's cool. Yeah, but I think we need to wrap it up for today. It's getting late and we need to do more Minecrafting tomorrow. So it's important that I go to sleep. I hope you guys had fun though. It was nice to check out so many cool books. It was really nice to go over them and look at the awesome things. I think my favorite one was this one, for sure. It had really nice artwork to look at, and little like short cliff notes, and the awesome builds looked really cool. That's very sweet, Taco. Thank you. So I think we are going to wrap it up. I appreciate everyone being here. It's been super fun. Let's see. See this. If you're new, welcome to our little best chat in the world here. Thank you so much for being here. I am Ulraf. We are here every Sunday, 8 p.m. in the only time zone that matters. If you don't know which time zone that is, you can write Grian in chat, and chat will tell you right in this chat over here. Yeah, sometimes we have special streams like this, doing crazy stuff together. This Sunday, I'm going to announce new community challenges. So if you have any ideas for community challenges, oh, Bombers getting the Stockholm time first. Very nice, very nice. Agent, of course. Agent is always there. Yeah. So if you have cool ideas for community challenges, let me know. You can send to me on Twitter, or you can write to me in the Discord. Um, if you don't know, community challenges are like we have blocks down here. You have the channel points. We call them blocks. And we did community challenge where you guys got to choose which type of special stream you want. So I want to come up with maybe 2 or 3 cool ideas, and you guys can choose whichever you want. So if you have a cool idea for a stream you would like to see me do, something that is a bit more special, let me know. Send it to me on Twitter or on Discord. I would love to hear your ideas. Uh, like a full hydration stream where all I do is drink for a full stream sounds incredible. I will for sure consider that. Cool. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see if we have anyone fun we want to raid. Anyone on? Who is around? Let's jump over to our good friend. Where is he? What are you doing? You know what? It's probably not gonna mean anything, but let's do it anyway. We're gonna raid Cubfen. Cubfen is someone that we had a cool stream with a few times, and I get to talk to him, and it's pretty fun. He does a lot of cool, like playing on the snapshot, which is a lot of fun. It's always nice to be here and see what he thinks about it. So we're gonna raid him. He does awesome stuff, and you guys are gonna enjoy it. I'm guessing he won't see the raid, but that doesn't really matter. Anyway, we can still jump in there. If you come with us, come in with Battle Panda Raid and use the emotes if you got them. Emotes, there they are. Like this. You can copy it from chat right now. We'll go over to say hello. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. You've been awesome. It's been so much fun to talk with you guys and to read you a bedtime story. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. Have a good night and see you next time. Battle Panda Raid. Let's go.